The 6th of August 1945. It was a day for the entire world history, which no one can think of forgetting. But just 3 days after the state on the 9th of August, something so terrible happened that people almost forgot about the 6th of August incident. This incident was of the two cities of Japan, Nagasaki and Hiroshima, of the world's most dangerous bomb, the atom bomb. Just understand the power of this bomb by the fact that today this incident is almost 77 years old. But due to the radiation of this bomb, many children in this area are stillborn with different types of diseases. Japan had completely fallen from those conditions due to the attack of the American atom bomb, due to which it had to raise its economy for at least 100 years. It is a big deal that they kept it alive. After this bomb attack, America destroyed 100% of Japan's army. The Japanese companies that made weapons or armed vehicles were also banned 100%. Japan already had a shortage of natural resources, and due to the geographical conditions there, it is so common to have an earthquake that in a few days the people there will start understanding the meaning of an earthquake. But despite this, how did Japan boost its economy so much that after just 20 years, Japan left Germany behind and became the world's third largest economy? In the same 20 years, Japan also boosted the Olympics. This is such a big thing that you can guess from this. What did Japan do in these years that the world started knowing Japan as the miracle economy? And what should learn from this? Let's know. After an atomic attack on Japan, America imposed many laws on it, one of which was that Japan will close its army 100% because the Japanese army was very strong at that time. So America was afraid that Japan might reestablish its army and take revenge as soon as the army was closed in Japan. There were only two options for the Japanese army to make weapons and other equipment. First, they should close the company, and second, they should make something new and innovative by adjusting themselves to the environment. The Japanese companies took a different path. They put themselves in the environment, like the Sony company that used to make the Japanese army's turbines, now started making cameras for the common people. The Toyota company that used to make tanks for the army till World War II now started making cars for the civilians, because both these companies used to supply goods to the army. That's why the quality was very good. And because of this good quality, many Japanese companies started becoming world famous, which gave a very good boost to the Japanese economy. This was after the army companies that were successful in establishing themselves after World War II. Now let's take a look at the soldiers of the Japanese army, who were completely banned by the government. These soldiers slowly started coming into the business and agriculture sector, and in both these sectors, Japan did a great job, because there is only one rule of agriculture and business, that no matter what happens, don't be late, because in agriculture even a day late can ruin a year's crop. In business, a client can get upset with a minute's delay, and all this directly damages any country's economy. Agriculture was so much that after the war in Japan, only agriculture was sharing more than 25% of GDP. To make itself grow well, Japan adopted a unique and powerful model of business, which is known as the Keiretsu model grant. Before understanding this model of business, let's understand the normal model. In the normal model, let's assume that a car manufacturer needs things like steel, paint, rubber, plastic, etc. as raw material. So the car manufacturer will make a new contract for 3 to 5 years, that you will sell me your raw material for 3 to 5 years at a particular fixed price. Whether the market is fast or down, it won't matter to us. The biggest problem in this business model is that in the coming years, the price of almost everything is fixed. But according to the contract, all the companies that make raw material are forced to sell their goods at a fixed price for a particular time period. This slowly leads to the loss of raw material companies. The second biggest problem in this model is that a short time period of relationship with the client. That is, after 3 to 5 years, the car manufacturer contracts with another dealer or supplier who will give him raw material at a lower price. Due to this, some companies either deal in losses or have to sit idle. And in both conditions, the country's economy is in a deficit. Now let's understand the Japanese model of business. If a car manufacturer in Japan needs raw material to make a car, then he will not contract the goods with another dealer or supplier like a normal model. In fact, he will buy some shares of that company. In this business model, all the companies related to each other buy each other's stocks, due to which if the market is going up and down, still everyone is making the price balance of the Keiretsu company. And above all this, there is a bank that funds all the companies. The third thing that has made Japan a miracle economy is the habit of saving in the banks of the people there. When a lot of businesses started in Japan, the government asked people to save in the bank or invest somewhere so that the money can be invested in the development of the country and the infrastructure of the country can be strengthened. And that is why Japan started the bullet train in 1964. And due to all these reasons, the sun that used to consider Japan as a setting sun in 1946 has only been considered the country of rising sun after 20 years, because in 1964 Japan hosted the Olympics. Now let's come to the last and most important topic of the video that can learn from this. The people still need to come on time. Instead of being late by half an hour, they come in a hurry and say that, "I am only late by 2 minutes." The last and most important thing is that instead of keeping gold and silver jewelry at home, it should be invested in the market, which will benefit the government and you too. What do you think? What should people do to make an economy like Japan? Do tell us by commenting if you liked today's video.